Love Island Games is back on and the marathon continues. Literally, this show was on every night. This isn't a sprint, people. And now America has finally gotten to vote on these couples, which is changing the game. Not to mention, there have been 3 eliminations this week that we've got to get to. Also, just want to say I'll likely be taking a little break from Love Island Games, at least for the next week, as there's just way too much content to cover, but if there's interest, I'll make sure to post more later on. So, if you want the skinny on just the first episode and our initial introductions to the OG Love Island Games castmates, I did do a separate video on that, so be sure to check it out. But for now, the games are back on, as Selene from Love Island France and Charlie from the recent US season have come in and stolen Mert and Andrea from Lucinda and Josh, leaving those two with these heartbreak necklaces and making them potentially vulnerable to dumping. Now Charlie chose Andrea because he had eyes for her, but Selene only picked Mert cause he didn't have eyes for her. He was avoiding eye contact with her the whole time, so she was thinking it was like...
Reverse psychology is an awesome tool. I don't know if you guys know about it, but basically you make someone think the opposite of what you believe, and that tricks them into doing something stupid. Works like a charm.
But turns out he just really didn't want to be with her. As the next day, as is Love Island tradition, the men bring the ladies their breakfast as they get ready, and Mert brings a big spread for Lucinda, and then some oatmeal for Selene. Oatmeal, by the way, that he also lets Lucinda try first.
That's really good. Can I have that tomorrow?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
But you want this?
No, it's for dog.
Voila, try. One time. Voila.
I'm not a Doberman.
Yeah, so Selene is none too pleased with this. However, Mert realizes he's going to have to work with Selene, so he does go and have a chat with her to let her know his true feelings.
Selene, do you want to come for chat?
You want to make me breakfast?
No, I want to come for chat.
You want to talk, but my
Yeah.
stomach is empty. Allez, go to speak, my bro.
Y'all, between this and the recent season of Love is Blind France, remind me to never piss off the French. Now, luckily for Mert, his girl Lucinda is about to get an opportunity to dump that necklace as the show sets up some duels. Basically 1v1s where the loser takes the necklace. And Lucinda picks Andreina while Josh picks Charlie to try and give the necklace right back to him. Oh, and of course, if he wins, he'll also get to couple right back with Andrea. So the challenge is then revealed and Charlie is cringing cause he sees that this duel is pretty much all about strength. As here you're going to be tied to your opponent while trying to place balls in these buckets. Now Charlie does make things closer than anyone would have guessed, using his dexterity to easily nab some buckets early on, but over time he's worn down and Josh takes the win, handing Charlie back the necklace and recoupling with Andrea. However, the bigger surprise is how Lucinda absolutely decimates Andreina. Like in a bad way. It's not even close. And now Tyreek here is wondering, does he really want to couple up with Andreina because she might be a liability in future challenges? So he's been cozying up to KK and just in time, as KK is wondering why Chris hasn't been going in for the kiss. But Tyreek, well, he doesn't have that problem. And this is perfect for Tyreek. You get to open up a new potential relationship cause, as he says, he's not here to lock things down on day one, plus you're potentially rattling a solid couple that are strong competitors. Meanwhile, Andreina is at her lowest point.
I'm afraid I'm gonna leave and I'm not gonna explore things with Tyreek, which is what happened last time I was here. I should be good at the games, but obviously I'm not.
So she knows that her super poor performance not only means she's vulnerable for elimination, but also vulnerable in her match with Tyreek. As in this version of the show, there's a lot more to consider in your couple than just romance. Luckily, Charlie and Andreina still have one more opportunity to dump those necklaces before they get dumped themselves. As the next morning, they're privately whisked away to meet some new bombshells. Charlie meets with none other than Justine, who won her season of Love Island and her season of Love Island Games, and also was on the recent season of Perfect Match. Then Andreina meets with a familiar face in Johnny, also from US Season 2, where he was runner-up to Justine. But the connections in this meetup don't stop there.
What has it been, like 2 months?
Something like that?
Yeah. I feel like we kind of have some unfinished business, to be honest.
We definitely do.
How much you want to expand on that with everyone? Like, do we tell them what we did? and tell him how much we hung out. You're not gonna tell anyone we kissed?
Should we tell him?
So these two do have a history, and it's not ancient history, as they're going in for the kiss right away. And suddenly, for Andrina, that devastation over losing the challenge, those fears over getting dropped by Tyreek,
I don't feel that way anymore.
Now these new couples are going to get another chance to avoid dumping, as they each will choose another couple to face off with in this challenge. It's sort of like Love Island Operation.
Be careful not to touch the sides, or you'll get buzzed.
Sorry, Justine and Charlie, you gotta go back.
You hold on to this ring and race through this metal track, but waver and touch the metal and your buzzer goes off, you gotta restart. So Charlie and Justine decide to face off against Nicola and Isaiah, which you might think that Nicola is an easy target, but...
Yeah! Who the is this bitch? Got this! Come on then, Charlie. I'll bite his finger off. No, I won't, but you know the saying.
Well, Andrina and Johnny pick Kendall and Garby. And if the Heartbreak team wins, they get to choose who in the other couple they give their necklace to. Now, Nicola and Isaiah struggle at first, but then prove that sometimes the best way to win is just by pure, simple brute force. They speed on through and blast past Charlie and Justine. While Kendall and Garby, on the other hand, prove that sometimes all you need to win is less done-up nails.
I felt the rope just slipping out of my hands, and because of these nails, I need to cut them off. You never know what's gonna come. I need to cut the nails off.
So Kendall and Garby lose the challenge, and Andrina decides to give the necklace to Kendall over Garby. At which point, Ariana Madix asks everyone to then stand up and move behind the person they'd like to save. Ultimately, most people move behind Kendall out of friendship and allegiance to Garby. So Charlie says goodbye early for the second season in a row. Meanwhile, Andrina celebrates sweet victory alongside her new partner Johnny with a big old makeout sesh. Now, while she's doing that, Tyreek has come to Chris to tell him, out of respect, about his kiss with KK. And Chris doesn't feel the greatest about this. You know, just when he was catching feelings for KK, this happens, and so he says this is why he just wanted to focus on the game aspect of Love Island games. But then Andrina walks up and asks what's wrong, and Chris goes,
Well, apparently, I'm sure you don't know, but Tyreek and KK kissed.
When?
Literally right after the duel.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
Well, Andrina is floored. Pissed. I mean, did she do the exact same thing and kiss someone else? Yes. Is this a Love Island show and it's like day 4? Also yes. But is that gonna stop her from getting into an argument? Absolutely not.
You kissed Johnny on a date yesterday.
Yeah, but
So when were you gonna tell me that? So then
that's
wait.
different.
We're all just kissing people. So what's the issue? This is double standards because you kissed. Listen, last night you're in the bed next to me spooning him. Have I said a word? I haven't said nothing.
Now, one thing that Andrina says is different is that he kissed KK when Andrina was on the brink of elimination, at her lowest when she needed him most, and it was like he was getting ready for her replacement. So she says, I got options, pal, and goes,
Okay, what is that? She said, whatever, major loser.
Anyway, in comes another bombshell, and it's Toby from Love Island UK, and he comes in with the option to straight up steal anyone he wants and form a couple. So he turns to Josh, who just got back with Andrea, and goes... And now Andrea is once again thrown into a new coupling.
She's fuming, by the way.
I don't even know. I have no words. I'm like, Mert, I'm speechless. I'm like...
Mert catching a strike.
okay.
Yeah, right now, Andrea is not pleased to be pulled from Josh. Like, she sees Toby come and grab her away, and she's going...
I tried to talk to Toby and be his friend, but that is like trying to be friends with an evil snail. I feel like I'm dying inside.
Well, the show continues on, and we've got yet another challenge ahead of us. And this one is the one right before America gets to vote. Basically here, the couples, with Josh now automatically coupled with Justine, get to play this football carry the sludge in your helmet game. The top couples will be safe from America's vote, and the overall winner will get to be the power couple, which comes with some sort of advantage. Here, KK and Chris dominate despite others trying to steal their tires, and thus their ability to move forward toward their sludge dumping station. And then in the next heat, Selene and Mert struggle at first.
Me, what you do?
Hey!
Me will orange! I need water! Me look! You might want to get some water!
What?
No, man, I can't move!
But then Selene makes up a lot of ground in round 2, deftly moving under all of these hurdles. And as a result, our safe couples for the vote are KK and Chris, Garby and Kendall, Justine and Josh, and Selene and Mert, with Chris and KK being the first power couple. And what that means is they'll get to
choose one of the currently safe couples and make them vulnerable.
So they decide on Selene and Mert, mainly because they're a friendship couple and thus aren't likely to get as many votes to stay from America, meaning this could be their best chance to get rid of some solid competition. But alright, as America gets to voting for their favorite couples, this is the state of things. Kendall and Garby are safe, but that's not going to stop them from working on their relationship. I mean, just look at the questions they're asking each other.
What's your biggest fear?
Oh, how about favorite sex position?
I don't know.
Alright, to be fair, she is a virgin. Isaiah has told Nicola that he just wants to be friends and he's more interested in Selene, leaving Nicola feeling super left out. She just wants someone to pursue her like so many of the other women are being pursued. KK and Chris talk about her kiss with Tyreek, and so she tells Tyreek she wants to cool it a bit. And I mean, I don't blame her, she also just won that whole challenge with Chris.
I'm about to pull Chris's shorty when they just one power couple. She's gonna look at me in disgust. Stop talking to me, you peasant!
Now Andrea and Josh, despite not being in a couple, continue to make out, but she said there's still something missing there. Like, her talks with Toby are just more fun, there's an excitement there. But Josh is much more locked in. And so, she's also decided to see how things go with Toby. As for Tyreek, he's also talking with Justine, who's also interested in Chris. Andreina is now full on with Johnny, and Mert, well, he's a bit on the outs with Lucinda.
Lucinda. Hello. Lucinda. Why she didn't talk to me?
Yeah, so the man didn't make her coffee that morning.
Are you not making her no breakfast?
No, I don't make it.
Just no breakfast?
Yeah.
And Lucinda is feeling like she needs more of the princess treatment, while Mert says he wants the prince treatment too. So Kendall decides to come in to help Mert do something special for Lucinda. He sets them up for a little private moment on the dock where Mert pours a bunch of sand to make a pathway. I guess that's something. And then he adds some pillows to a couple of yoga mats.
Love and games.
Yeah, we'll do what? Oh, you want two?
Yeah.
That's 4 pillows, that's a lot of pillows. Just do one?
It's cozy.
But my favorite part is also this random bit of foliage that's obviously been pulled from the plant that's like a few feet over. So now Lucinda is feeling special and these two are back on track, just in time for the next dumping, where here Ariana announces that the bottom 3 couples from the vote are going to be vulnerable, and those couples are Andrea and Toby, Selene and Mert, and Nicola and Isaiah. But hold on, there's one more twist, as these couples are about to play
What's in the box? What's in the f***ing box?
So each couple picks a gift box, and if yours has a black heart in it, you're dumped. That's it. However, if they decide by majority vote not to open the boxes, the couple getting dumped will be the one that got the least amount of votes from America.
This is really weird.
Wait.
Oh, America, please don't send this woman home. She's a treat. Now, Selene and Mert vote no to opening the box, while Andrea thinks back to her previous time on the show and thinks that America doesn't like her, so she's gonna go with the box. And this one comes down to Nicola and Isaiah, where Nicola says, well, if America doesn't like us today, that's probably not going to change the next vote. So she'd rather know now. And with that, we have 2 votes for not opening the box. So from here, Ariana then asked them to open the box anyway, just to see what would have happened. And the black heart was in Nicola and Isaiah's box. So it was good that they decided to go to the vote, especially considering that these 2 are the first ones safe, meaning it's down to these 2 and the couple getting dumped is
Selene and Mert.
Oof, if they had decided to open the box, they'd be safe right now. But nope, Selene and Mert are headed out of Love Island Games, exactly as Chris and KK had designed. And Mert, right after making things right with Lucinda, well, he is super emotional about it.
And sometimes you feel when you can fall in love with someone. And I'm grateful because now I know what I feel for you. Because I leave you, you know?
Also, y'all, have you seen his recent Instagram post? The man might not be great with his English, but he sure is making up for it by being extra. So that's it for this recap of Love Island Games and its first week. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like, comment your thoughts down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content. And until next time, Bachelor Fantake out.
So you want to make me breakfast?
No, I want to come for chat.
You want to talk, but my stomach is empty.